Okay, taking a 0 on, what is today? Thursday. I can't remember what day it is. Wednesday or Thursday. We were just at the Mountain Harbor hostel for the night. We're going to come to the station 19E tonight. And then we're going to do a slack pack from Carver's Gap back to here tomorrow, 15 miles, and spend the night tomorrow night. But that's not a Nero, or it's just camping indoors basically after 15 miles. And then we have 2 days and a piece to boots off in Hampton, Tennessee. Got some nice artistry here. A lounging bear. Yeah, man. Laundry's downstairs right there. It's free. Well, with your stay. Dob got a bunk for $35. I got a private room for $40. Just a room with a bed in it. Alright. The pub's downstairs. I haven't been in there yet. And the bedrooms and the common area are right upstairs. I'll take pictures of that shortly. Alright. There's Dob relaxing.
Who's Eddie? What are you in the quad tonight? The quad room with 2 bunk beds, private room?
No. Nope, not me. Inside 19E station. Cool bar setup.
Taking a peek. Thanks for our Ruben.
Yeah.
Steak special. Yeah.
No, they paid for you? That ain't right, dude.
No.
Alright, I was gonna say, man, you know what?
It's a marble rye pastrami sauerkraut and Swiss cheese with a peppercorn horseradish sauce.
I'm done. I like that. These are all the craft
Now the
beers.
special sub is turkey ham, roast beef, provolone bacon, seasoned with oregano and salt and pepper.
I'll take one of each. Hey, they got an organ. You play the organ? And a guitar. And they got drum set over there. That's a bench. I played a bench. This is the back part of 19E. Got little billiards. Little Bee Gees. Look at this setup, man. We picked the wrong 2 days to be here at night, man. You gotta be here Friday and Saturday night. Got a little dance floor. BJ's. So Jeff wanted to know if the Garmin I have was worth buying. I bought the Mini and Reach for the SOS feature, so in case of an emergency I could contact a ranger station. They can find me where I'm at. It also has a lot of other features, weather, and you can text with it. There is a subscription that you have to get though. Walking the line. St. John Cash. So yeah, Jeff, thanks for that question about the Garmin, and I would recommend it just from a pure safety piece of apparatus. And like I said, it costs some money. That one I have, I bought in 2019. Sean had bought it for me, but I don't know what they cost now. but it's satellite, and as long as you have a clear view to the sky, it'll link. And you can get weather, you can send text messages, pre-recorded, or pre-written, text messages. Because it is a little pain in the butt texting if you're going to write the text. It takes a while. And plus it has the SOS feature. So yeah, any long distance hiker probably should invest in that, because you just never know. You're one step away from a catastrophic event. So thank you, Jeff. Maybe we'll be seeing you on the trail in May, like you said. So the next question from my buddy up in Maryland, Terry. And for all those that don't know, I have been a Civil War reenactor for over 20 years. I've been dormant for the last 6, because I've been traveling around with Sean around the country, and just haven't been active. But at any rate, his question was, all them years of Civil War reenacting, has any part of that helped me in preparation for the trail that I'm doing right now? And I would say there's a couple things. Your footwear are very important, and you learn that in reenacting, because the shoes back then sucked compared to what they are now. So taking care of your feet, long marches, I did 1 or 2, and my feet would blister up something fierce, especially that AP Hill march, and going uphill. So that taught me to take care of my feet, because I do not, repeat, not want to have those type of blisters on my feet again. That hurt a lot. And I think I gotta stop. I can't go up this hill anymore. I started doing the videos and taking a lot of pictures and enjoying that, creating a little bit of an eye for scenic shots and stuff, all started with reenacting. So that sort of trickled over into this. And the love for the outdoors. Because you're outdoors on those weekends, and the historical aspect of the trail. Already passed several Civil War related markers along the trail, and we're getting ready to go into Virginia, so I'm sure I'm going to pass a bunch all the way up to Harper's Ferry, which is where we did do the AP Hill March. So all those type of things created a mindset that has helped me so far on the trail. So thanks, Terry, for that commercial. See what happens when I lose O2 to my brain, what's left of it. Thanks, Terry, for that question. Whew. Almost the top of this damn thing. All right, looks like I'm at the top. Another question was from a co-worker, Peter. Thanks for the question, Pete. And all the nice comments. Keep them coming. As well as you, Terry, and Jeff, and everybody else. Peter started asking how we're going to deal with the bugs and insects that are soon to become an everyday nuisance, which thank God they haven't yet. But that is truly, Pete, probably the thing I have the most anxiety about. Especially the ones that dive bomb like kamikazes into your ear. Drive me nuts. It might be a short drive for me to go nuts, but it's still a drive. At any rate, things I'm doing. Number one, I got two, I can't reach them right now, but two little spray bottles, not aerosol, but just to push down spray of DEET, but it's like 95%. It's like a heavy dose of DEET. Haven't had to use any of that yet. I got two of those deals, and I'm sure that won't be the last of it. But in addition to that, my anti-bug apparel wise will be I got a little a net, that goes over your head, but it's going to go over this hat somehow, which I haven't tried it, but I'm going to make that work. If it gets so bad that I'm going just to keep them out of my pie hole and my ears and my eyes. So there is a net that they sell. I think I just got mine at Walmart or something. But it's probably DEFCON 1 level when it gets that bad. Also, there's a promethium. I can't pronounce that right. I haven't used any of that. And what you do is you spray that stuff, which is pretty toxic, which makes me nervous, on your tent, like your shoes, maybe your pants, your shirt, but not while you're wearing it. You know, you're in a situation where you can spray these items and let it dry before you put it on or use it. And supposedly it lasts, I don't know, 6-7 weeks. I don't know. I can't remember, but a month and a half, something like that, maybe. It's supposed to repel or deter bugs and ticks and spiders and whatnot. But I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. We'll see. I don't know how effective it is. You know, I don't like the toxicity of it. Although DEET 95% is probably every bit as bad as that, or worse. But maybe I don't want to double down on the toxicity, DEET and that shit. Oh, excuse me. But that's it. And then you know what? There was one other question from AG that I sort of put out as a Awoken Ghost, good follower from up in Maine. He was asking about Roan Mountain and how it compared to, you know, the other areas of the trail so far. And I thought Roan Mountain was okay in regards to, had a lot of nice switchbacks. It was very entertaining from a scenery standpoint, you know, versus just going up a trail with very little to look at. There wasn't a lot of long-range views, mind you, on Roan Mountain, which I was surprised. But the forest, you know, like the pine forest and the switchbacks, and some of them were sort of a little interesting to look at. It just gave you something, kept your mind a little busy. versus just the monotony of hiking a trail straight up or whatever, or a very boring switchback. The other switchbacks were, I'll just call them entertaining, kept me going. But I asked Dob, I goes, well, spin-off from that question would be, what do you think the hardest 1 or 2 spots of the trail in the first 400 miles are? And right out of the gate, he said the approach trail, and the steps in the approach trail. And I said, well, that's really not a trail, but anybody that does that, I did do the steps, and the steps are a bear, man. I didn't do the approach trail. The problem with the approach trail, very little water, so that makes it challenging. And I've read a bunch of people that didn't even make it to the trail. You know, Springer Mountain. You know, they called it a hike at some point during the approach trail. Because this is how, you know, most people like myself are not in shape. When you do that, man, you're like, boom. You know, it's like, whoa, this didn't look like what it looked like on YouTube, which was my thoughts exactly the first time around in 2019. But for me, I would say right past Blythe Gap, going into North Carolina, the very endless amount of sustained ups, I'll call them, and steep sustained ups. And I still wasn't in shape, so that was freaking killing me. And I think Dob would agree. Jacob's Ladder, I could use a couple words for that, but I won't. Was brutal. Steep incline in a short period of time with no switchbacks. That spells trouble with a capital T. And that's what Jacob's Ladder was. We got through that. I think all in all, just Georgia, North Carolina, Tennessee, until folks that aren't in shape, i.e. me, get in shape. There's a lot of elevation in that area, in that section of the trail, man. That entire area, there's no gravy walks. Now we're getting into some like a little bit more mellow type walks. So hikes. I mean, you still got some elevation, but not like back then, which was twofold, right? You're out of shape and you're hitting these steep ups, which knocks a lot of people out. Most people quit before they get the Blood Mountain, or before they get the Blood Mountain Cabins, or whatever it's called, Neal's Gap. You know, that's why that tree has so many damn shoes in it. So I had enough. I got my fill. Totally understand it, because it's tough. So yeah, I you know, Blythe Gap right as you go into North Carolina, and on a Jacob's Ladder, and then the knock, coming out of the knock's freaking another one of those endless up things, like 5 miles. It's tough. So that's the answer to that. And I've been rattling on for 14 minutes, so I'm going to get off and send this probably very boring video out today if I have service. Later.